Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the very first edition of 321SCREW's Retro Reviews.
That's right, folks. We're starting up a new series where we're going to go back and rewatch old pay-per-views. Well, maybe not necessarily just old pay-per-views, old Monday Night Raws, old WCW Nitros.
That's right. Not just WWF, WWE. We're going to go WCW, ECW. Hey, maybe we might throw in an NWA in there if the Peacock has it on there.
What about
There you
Impact? Impact TNA?
Can we get Impact?
Yeah, I can get those on YouTube.
Okay, then we'll do
And
Impact.
we're going to do Impact.
I'm currently watching one now.
All right.
Right on.
That'll be Bill's project.
Dude, I am. Now that you mentioned TNA to me earlier, I'm looking forward to that because there were so many pay-per-views that I didn't get to see.
I'm currently watching one, like I said, from 2009. That's got Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, the Dudleys, Beer Money, Sting, Booker T, Kurt Angle, Big Papa Pump, Kevin Nash.
That's wow.
You know.
So, but again, that could be something like that.
Xavier Woods is there, but he's
Apollo
there
Creed,
as,
or he's Creed.
Consequences Creed.
There you go.
You know, Jay Lethal. It's just, yeah, man.
The names go on. So, Kyle, what were you gonna say?
The reason why we are starting this new series is because Captain Bill got a request from
Yeah,
you.
it was it was a comment when we did the last ARW review for Camp Carnage. Someone commented, Ryan Lee Hadley commented, asking if we could do. He gave us two choices: SummerSlam '92 or '93. I don't remember which.
I think it was 92.
And
I think it was 92.
yeah, it was the one with Bret Hart and British Bulldog.
That was 92.
So it was SummerSlam '92 or SummerSlam '98.
And
We
we
chose
chose 98, baby. The Attitude Era.
And mainly that's because that's very near and dear to Kyle and I's heart. The
Well,
Attitude Era.
It was a very good era.
Well,
Well, I mean, that was a good one. That
wasn't your era.
that one had the main event.
That was ours.
Undertaker.
It was his
and-
era. He just watched the other show.
That's
That one
right.
had the main event of Undertaker and Stone Cold for the title. You know.
WWF
Yes.
Championship.
I mean, dude, it doesn't get better than that.
Madison Square
At that
Garden.
time,
The Mecca.
I
Sorry.
like that Vince McMahon over here. But what I'm saying
That's good
is,
shit.
yeah. Yes. So the whole thing is, man, is those two names in itself during that time frame, those were the biggest names. It was right before Rock and Triple H excelled into the main event status.
Yeah.
The very next year, Rock and Triple H were in that category.
Yeah.
You know, so it's kind of cool because you get to go back and see these legends, their start out, their mid card process, and then main event status.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
know,
the
it's
whole
unique.
idea of it. You know, when he asked us to do that, and I thought, I said that'd be kind of cool. I've seen other people do retro review shows, so what the hell, man? Let's give it a shot.
Let's go ahead.
So, let's jump in, man.
I'm gonna
dive
enjoy
right
this.
into this.
This is gonna be my favorite.
SummerSlam 1998.
Match numero uno. For those of you who don't speak English, Spanish is number 1. Val Venus versus D'Lo Brown.
Hello,
The Big
ladies.
Valboski.
For the European Championship.
You know something?
D'Lo Brown held that title.
The Big Valboski.
Some argue D'Lo Brown was the greatest European champion.
Some think.
Some think.
The inaugural champion was British Bulldog. I think it was that the other SummerSlam? Was SummerSlam 92 and I don't remember.
I don't know.
British Bulldog. I can't remember when he got that title.
Anywho, we're not on that pay-per-view.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
my fault. Let's stick to this.
Yes, it was.
No, 92 is he beat Bret Hart for the Intercontinental.
Yes,
Okay, so it
yes,
was
yes,
that one.
yes.
Anyway, Val Venus and D'Lo Brown. D'Lo Brown's got his little
Hello,
gimmick chest guard. They fight
Gimmick
back.
infringement.
They fight back and forth for that stupid thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The foam chest protector.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
And then-
really, I mean, the shit looked like it was foam. It's not really like some,
I used
government
to-
issue,
But
body
I remember
armor,
he would in promos and stuff say, I have to have it. Like I have to have it. I have a bad injury that it's
It's kind of like someone else we know from ARW with Shady J. He wears a chest protector.
Who, Jason Dugan?
Yes, he does.
Right.
But, and like I said, it's not, it's not like, I always got a kick out of it because it's not like some real friggin' body armor shit, because they're not going to let him wrestle with legit body armor.
No,
Right.
my God, no.
Yeah.
That would kill the
It's
other
a
person.
it's a foam chest protector made to
Hell, I
look
mean,
like it
technically,
stretch
D'Lo
fit.
Brown could have been the first design thought for the Shield. Wearing the vest.
Anyway, near the end of the match, Val Venus got a little handsy with the referee, knocked him down, and the referee called for the bell and disqualified Val Venus.
Ref was
So-
being a bitch.
Your winner and still European champion in this pay-per-view was D'Lo Brown.
Yeah.
I dug me some D'Lo, man. Yeah, dude.
Even back then when watching it, you
Ah.
didn't expect Val Venus to win.
Huh?
You knew D'Lo was going to win.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. Well, I kind of already knew because I like nerd junkied out and watched
And also
the
because
entire year of '98
it
for
happened in
WWE.
1998. You don't even have to go back and
Recently.
watch it. It happened already. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you were watching that, rooting for and thinking Val Venus might have a shot at winning, you're an idiot.
No.
I've never seen it before.
I'm just
but yeah.
saying to remind me that
Because
it happened. See, I meant
3 years ago.
he makes a point,
But you might have forgotten.
but that's why I'm saying I went back on the network and I watched the
Whatever
entire
definition
Getting
of
old,
stupid
dude.
you wanna
Entire
fucking use.
and Attitude Era.
Anyway,
Explain my point.
match number 2 on the card
Kyle.
was a tag team match with 2 vintage tag teams that were forgotten. If you didn't forget, we got the Oddities. Everybody remember the Oddities
yes.
back in the Attitude Era?
Yes.
They came out with Insane Clown Posse, who's Alex Red is a big fan of. He's their fearless leader. And then they faced Kai and Tai, who were also accompanied by Luna was with the Oddities, wasn't she?
Yeah, Luna was with the Oddities.
She's an oddball and it goes with the character.
Yeah.
So we had
Giant Tai had that old guy.
Taka Michinoku
The
and
one who was going to
Smackdown #1
chop his
announcer.
pee-pee.
Right.
Yeah, that was Val Venus's biggest rivalry.
So we have in this matchup 3 giant wrestlers, or let me rephrase that, 3 giant men, because they didn't really wrestle, against 4 Japanese short people.
Yeah, poor little Asian guys.
And needless to say, out of these, kicked their ass
Yeah.
and took names and won that matchup.
It was an odd match, It was peculiar.
And pun intended.
it was interesting to watch.
So moving on to more important matches in the night. This next matchup was a hair versus hair matchup
Oh yes.
with one Jeff Double J Jarrett
Old slap nuts.
versus one of the members of D Generation X of this era, X-Pac,
Sean Waltman.
John Waltman.
Yep.
We got 2 words for you. SummerSlam.
Yeah, I like that. I was like, is he gonna say it? No, he flipped the script. So my whole point. Let me just say this. I remember in that time frame, even as a kid, like when I rewatched it, I remember that rivalry, and so it's kind of cool, man. Like, just even though I know the outcomes already before I watch it, because if it's one I've already seen, it's still awesome to watch, even though you know the outcome,
Right.
So,
And of course, we all know if anybody's a fan of DX and X-Pac,
oh yeah,
he's always had long hair.
Right.
So, and we all knew that
Never lost it.
Jeff Jarrett ended up having like a crew cut
Yeah.
for the rest of his career. So Jeff Jarrett lost
Until
that
he got
match.
to TNA, and then he kind of let it
He
grow out.
got the wavy.
He got to let it grow out a little bit more, but still never went long like he
Yeah, he never got to go long.
You know the cool thing about watching that match, though, was seeing the damn headbangers come running out there.
Yeah, headbangers are in there.
They are.
They held Jeff Jarrett down.
Brittany, Ariel, still got a little bit of the old cherry ooze.
And I'll tell you
swag.
something about the headbangers. Looking at that pay-per-view and looking at them now, those guys didn't age one bit.
No, man,
they look exactly
still
the
look
same,
the same.
today
Yeah,
than they did
dude.
20 years ago.
For real. Having fun there, Bill?
Of course he is.
Again, big thanks to Ariel and Brittany for weeks worth of fun with the cherry ooze tube.
The next matchup,
I've done a shot of that in at least a half dozen videos or more.
yes you did.
We reminded you of that.
The next matchup, we have a intergender
Oh.
tag team match with one Jacqueline. I don't know if y'all remember her.
Oh, yes, Jacqueline.
And the
man.
marvelous Mark Marrow
Yeah.
facing
Or-
Sable. You all know Sable, Playboy cover girl.
Brock Lesnar's current wife,
And
Mark Barrow's ex-wife.
and the Blue Chipper, now known as the Rated R Superstar, Edge. Boy, that boy was young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't even have a beard.
No, man, he looked like he was like 20.
Probably was.
That's what I'm saying. Edge started young.
Well, I
Right
mean,
out of high
obviously
school.
that was pre-Edge and Christian Edge, you know.
Yeah, that was even before he got with
Yeah,
Christian.
the Brood wasn't even started yet.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a back and forth with in this matchup. Sable tried to Sable bomb Mark Merrill a few times.
Yeah.
Wasn't successful.
No,
But
Jacqueline.
then,
Man. Jacqueline's
how
a
did the
tough
match
chick
end?
too, man.
Well, how did the match end, though?
The match ended with
She hit him with the TKO. Sable
Yeah.
did Mark Merrill's move to him.
and then Edge helped plant her on top.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they did that move.
She got the pinfall and they won the match.
That
So
must have been a highlight for Edge's career.
Sable and Edge wins the intergender tag team matchup for that night.
I don't know. You went on to hook up with Lita and Beth Phoenix, so.
That's pretty
He's got a pretty good track record.
pretty nice list there
All right.
of females.
Dude, hey, Edge had it since day one, man. He
also
deserves
had it
where
with Vicky Guerrero.
Yeah, he did.
Hey, some
he
might
did marry Vicky Guerrero.
some might be into that. Some might be into that. Bill, let's not discourage. Let's give the woman some credit.
She was the general manager at one point.
Yeah, man. So he was trying to get to
And
the top,
She was
literally.
Eddie's wife, so
Yeah, man. You think Eddie?
She had
Just,
pull.
she did.
she did, bro.
That
She
was
did,
a power move on his point.
bro. And then
That's
you
right.
heard her mouth, just like when a good guy's talking in the ring, and you hear that. Wow. So, yeah, like that. And it was just, oh, God, here we go. Because she was so good at playing a heel, dude.
She still is, man.
Oh, bro.
She's on it.
I've been watching it.
She's on
AEW.
AEW now, yeah.
So,
Anywho, the next matchup on the SummerSlam '98 card
is
is a match that Joey was anticipating all night. It's the once remembered Lions Den match. If you all are familiar with the fight pit from Timothy Thatcher
NXT, yeah.
NXT, we got the Lions Den match versus.
It was more octagon shaped though, but
yeah, it was
like,
like,
an octagon cone of
It's like a,
Yeah.
it's like comes out. It's
yeah,
round.
because it was
And they-
smaller and it grew
and they
out.
only had very few of those like that, you know. But yeah, go
And
ahead.
this match featured the Black Heart of the Hearts, Owen Hart,
Yep.
rest in peace, and then the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock.
Yeah.
Who was known as a UFC fighter, and he still makes appearance on Impact nowadays.
And I'm going to be honest with you, this rivalry here was one of my favorite rivalries during the Attitude Era. It was good. I mean,
Which, Owen and Shamrock?
Yeah, because they fought in the dungeon. They had a match in the Heart Dungeon.
Owen win?
Yes, Owen did
I
win.
just say, man, they had to have Owen win.
I think that's how they built up with this match, because they had the match in the dungeon. Then Ken Shamrock wanted to have
That's
his domain, because the Lions Den's kind of like the octagon for UFC. So it was like,
I mean, and Dan Severn was the ref for that. Dan Severn, former.
Dan Severn was at this match when he walked out.
Yeah, because he was Owen. He was like Owen's manager at the time.
But he walked out before the match was over.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, with the towel, he just walked away. So
it was kind of interesting. It was, Lions Den. The rules of it are, you either, I guess, you submit or you give up or whatever it is.
Yeah, I don't think you pin.
There's no pinfalls. It's pretty much a submission match in a ring with no ropes.
It was submission or knockout.
Right.
So it's gonna hurt.
And
I think your refs could throw the towel.
Yeah, that's right. Severn had a towel around his neck.
Oh, so maybe he was the ref for that one too. Okay.
Well, no, not ref, but
he
the
was
manager.
ref.
I mean, the manager.
The
could
manager.
throw the towel.
Okay. Yeah.
Same thing like with boxing. If they throw the towel in, the match is over.
Really, dude, your life is in their hands, bro. Sometimes.
Right. So they're giving up on your behalf.
The match was pretty good. Ken Shamrock in the end got the better of Owen Hart in the match that he
in his home turf.
His stipulation.
Yeah.
So
well, you go
hit
into
him with the old ankle lock, dude.
Ankle lock, yeah, that's the original ankle lock submission from Ken Shamrock.
That's right.
Before Kurt Angle made it a
at that time Shamrock was a face. He went on to be. I think he was bigger as a heel.
Now, do you remember how crazy he would get when he did the ankle lock?
He gets so pissed off.
Right?
You go nuts at times.
Look at Kurt Angle when he did it. When he was in a match where they got blown up. Dude, Kurt Angle got into that shit too with his face. I kind of wonder if Ken Shamrock kind of inspired him to use that. You know what I'm saying? Because
can you imagine if they would have had a
Ken Shamrock,
Kurt Angle?
that was on my WrestleMania.
They could still have it. They're both still alive. They're both still healthy.
Yeah, but Kurt's got a lot of nagging injuries though.
Well, so does Ken Shamrock.
I know,
the same age, probably.
And they're probably going to say, we're getting too old for this shit.
I can see them having a good match still. So anyway, next matchup. The next matchup was kind of confusing if you weren't following the storyline back then. It was supposed to be a tag team title match with Mankind and his partner Kane versus the New Age Outlaws. It was a no disqualification match, but Kane was nowhere to be found.
Yeah,
until the end of the match.
Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. That was a dick move.
Or something?
Listen, that was a dick move on Kane's part.
What were they beefing over before the start of that?
Paul Heyman.
Oh yeah, because Mankind thought he was his uncle or something, Uncle Paulie or something like that, right?
Yeah, and so Kane, dude, what kind of twist would that be? If they said Mankind is the cousin of The Undertaker and Kane.
They could have.
They could have. And they could have.
Fucked up family.
That would be.
Dude,
yeah.
They could have fought. They did fight. Mankind had hell matches with both Undertaker and Kane his whole career.
I know, but what I'm saying is if they became a faction too, could you imagine?
No.
Taker would end up shooting Mankind. He would annoy him.
Anyway,
I'm just saying.
Instead of the Brothers of Destruction, that would have been the Family of Destruction.
Oh, exactly. Nice. That's another good series. A What If series.
Well, the New Age Outlaws brought out a
talk.
dumpster. If anybody remembers WrestleMania 14, they had a dumpster match between Chainsaw Charlie and
Cactus Jack.
So they brought the dumpster back to life.
Yeah.
You were about
At
to talk about
SummerSlam.
that Mick Foley.
I was going to say Mick Foley because I forgot which guy.
Yeah, didn't they put one of them in a dumpster and wheeled it off the stage and shit?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was on
dude.
in that Raw.
Well, they did that on. He's right. They did that on
I
Raw.
know I'm right. I watched
It was
it.
Mankind they put in there, right? Was it Mankind they put in there and run off?
Should
the
I
stage?
chop
It was,
him?
it was both of them.
Should I
They did
chop
both
him?
of them.
Let me know. You're safe for now. You can put your arm down.
Needless to say, the best tag team of the Attitude Era, the New Age Outlaws, pinned Mankind because it was 2-on-1.
Because
And no one's going to beat the New Age Outlaws 2-on-1.
nah, dude, look, New Age Outlaws was one of my favorite tag teams. So I was torn in this match because I love Mick Foley too. Mankind, Cactus Jack, Dude Love, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah,
So-
and then,
And they just
but I mean, just the fact that
whooped his ass though.
Mankind comes out by himself, with no cane.
Well,
Right.
and here's the thing, dude.
It was a
Here's the thing.
2-on-1 against the
When they
Outlaws.
threw him in that dumpster, at the end of that match, Kane comes up
Right.
Yeah.
with a sledgehammer. Mick Foley is laying on the bottom. Now, naturally, they're not going to show Foley because you can't show looking like murder on camera.
True.
So
And of course,
that was
and
some of
course,
the Attitude Era shit.
JR turned up the intensity to like a 12.
My
Oh
God!
my God! Oh my God! He can't do that to him.
Yeah, but
He's killed him.
But let me tell you something. JR, dude, sold the shit out of that stuff too.
All right, when
dude,
Undertaker
like
threw-
hotcakes,
when
bro.
Undertaker
Everybody
threw
was into
Foley
it.
off
Everybody
the top
wanted
of the
one.
cage.
Huh?
When Undertaker threw Foley off the top of the cage.
Yeah.
That was real. Because they didn't know
Oh,
what
he
the hell
goes-
was happening.
As God is my witness,
He's killed him.
he's
killed him.
He's broken in half.
Yeah. But then he fucking started yelling about he's killed him. He's killed him.
That's why I've loved JR, man. But anyways,
Back when his mouth opened. He could enunciate.
JR, I feel.
How would you feel
Don't-
if you had
don't
Bill's
listen, man.
palsy?
No.
Would anybody laugh at you?
Probably.
Such an asshole.
Oh man, JR would knock you out. All right.
Anywho, New Age
I make
Outlaws.
jokes about myself.
The New Age Outlaws win
Don't
the
have a very
WWF
smile.
World Tag Team titles in this pay-per-view that night. Onto the co-main event of this evening. It's a very famous ladder match with the Game. He wasn't the Game at the time. He was part of D-Generation X. Triple H
He was established as the leader after Shawn Michaels left.
going 1-on-1 with the Great One.
Oh yeah, the featured match of the night.
The Rock in a ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship.
Ladder's still under the table, under the ring. They haven't got it out yet.
So
I'm not going to say this is my favorite match of all time, but it's definitely one of my favorites.
I can agree with you there because after rewatching that match, that to me they were both hungry in that match. They were both hungry to get.
The ladder matches we know today are high-flying, crazy, and chaotic. But this match between two of the greatest superstars of all time, it had everything. It had outside interference. They used the ladder a lot as a weapon. It was just
MTV's Dan Cortez.
So let me just say, I just do want to say this. There was a really cool thing for this though. DX's entrance, they had Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
Did the song. They were there and they did a live performance
Yeah.
while Triple H walks to the ring. And I was like, that is so badass, dude. With China. He was with China at the time.
China accompanied Triple H and Mark Henry because The Rock was a part of the Nation at the time.
Yeah.
Accompanied The Rock to the ring. So we had the world's strongest man on one side, and ninth wonders of the world on the other side. So you got all these elements.
And don't
in
forget,
this one match.
they had a love interest and then a rivalry.
That's right, because
A love interest
Mark
and
Henry,
then a rivalry.
they had a love-hate relationship because Mark Henry was in love with China, but China hated Mark Henry. So here you go.
Yeah, dude. It was a whole thing. You'd have to go back and watch.
Yeah. So go back and watch it.
So in the end, we had Mark Henry throw powder in Triple H's face so he can't see. So we all think The Rock's going to get this one, hands down. But here comes the ninth wonder of the world, China. The Rock's got his hand on the belt, about to pull it down, and she goes for her favorite move of all time.
The low blow!
Right in the nads. The gagoots.
The gagoots. And
Down.
that's at least a
Straight to
guarantee
the
the
gooch.
wrestler's going to be down on
Down.
the ground for like 20 seconds.
Down goes The Rock, and half blind Triple H climbs up the ladder.
He's like,
Can't even find the belt, and then pulls it down.
but the way he does it, dude, it's like
DX.
dramatic too, but that's cool because it sells it. You know,
he's the best.
he is the best. I've always said Triple H is the best. Give me a job. So,
He's a brown nose.
so get the hell out of here. I'm a brown noser. Anyways,
Top 10.
so what? Oh, you thought the chop was.
Woo! Not the best. Not the best.
He drew first
Like I
blood.
said, Triple H is top 10 best.
He's the best.
Top 10 at best. He's not the best.
Damn it, Bill!
Ow!
He's not even as good as The Rock, and The Rock's not the
I
best.
think you're just pissed because he beat Sting at WrestleMania. I think you're still
That's
salty about
because
that.
he was
He was a
he
Triple
was-
H fan up until
he
that
was
point.
family. It was a big man family at that point. He would have if they'd have booked him against Bigfoot, they'd have had him win.
But how cool was
You
it
would've-
that
you-
DX
He would have been
and
really
NWO interfered in that match? We are so off topic right now. We need to get back on the pay-per-view. I'm sorry.
pissed. We are back on the pay-per-view, and it is main event time for the World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship.
And who was the champion, Kyle?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Which he had that badass
Glass
smoking
stain.
skull.
Oh, smoke.
You stop it.
Huh?
You stop it.
What's
What?
he doing?
Doing the JR.
Oh no, I was just doing the.
Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold.
Cold. We had a.
Stone Cold impersonation was
He
spot
had-
on.
Shut up.
Give me a hell yeah.
Well, we had the. He came out with really cool interest. 'Cause that's when they were still doing the stained glass stuff.
Yeah.
And when the glass shatters.
Yeah, you saw the Austin through. I think Austin.
The first one I
316
think
and
was
the
at
skull,
Mania
and
13.
it shatters, and he's just standing right behind it.
That's really cool.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And then, of course, he's facing one-on-one legendary phenom, The Undertaker, the Dead Man.
The dead man. I was when Undertaker would come out wearing some fucking crazy get-ups. And
He
shit.
got a.
He had the big old,
Yeah.
big old,
Oh,
thing,
dude. Oh, yeah.
collar thing around him.
Dude, he's. I mean,
You know what? I'm not gonna lie, man. It was fun. It was fun going back watching that. The Stone Cold Undertaker going head to head again.
they were the two biggest names at
You know,
that
Rock
time.
and Triple H going at it again. These guys that
Well, when their rivalry was taking off,
right.
it was cool because it was like gang warfare. DX versus
Seeing Mankind
Nation,
again
And,
out in the ring.
and during this main event match, there was a lot of back and forth action. They went through the crowd.
there was blood.
That was like, I think that was like Stone Cold's.
There will be blood.
There was blood. I think that's like Stone Cold's trademark, like fighting through the crowd in every show he's in, and making a scene and all that stuff.
But that's how Austin got to the top, bro.
I know. And then,
it was craziness.
And
It
in
was
the middle
awesome.
of that match, Kane shows up. He's standing at the entranceway. He's staring down Stone Cold like, you want some of this shit?
Yeah.
That was starting. Okay, do you remember it led up to a triple threat?
Yeah, and then Undertaker went up there and
Austin,
stood beside him.
because McMahon was starting to feud with Austin.
Right.
So he was using, before the corporation came out, he was using Kane and Undertaker.
I know the name of the pay-per-view. It's called Breakdown.
Yes!
I know.
Yes. It was awesome. And again, that could be another one
Anyway.
that we could review.
Anyway.
See what I'm doing there?
There's so many of them.
Just a little add-on tip about this matchup. If anybody's ever watched the Hell Yeah video that Stone Cold Steve Austin came out with a long time ago.
I know, I have it.
In this match, and he's actually talked about it in his book and in other interviews. During the match, when Austin is going for against the ropes and Taker is down selling that he got kicked in the gut, Austin comes back, kicks Taker in the face, and Taker stands up too quickly and
To Austin's,
clacks his jaw together.
to Austin's defense, though, on that, Taker does has a pretty big head. So, I mean, Austin might have been able to
Austin
move
got-
for the average head, but when
Austin got
Taker's
knocked-
head came up, it was a little too big.
He got knocked out for real for a few seconds
He
during
did.
that match.
He did.
But all in all, Stone Cold Steve Austin hits the Stone Cold Stunner. 1, 2, 3. Austin 316 is still your reigning and defending WWF champion at the time.
Tell you one I want to review. King
So
of the
all
Ring
in all,
Lately.
it was fun. It was fun going back and rewatching this, you know, and
It was, dude.
I like we were saying earlier, I look forward to going back and watching other old shows.
And
not
honestly-
just old WWE, like watching like old, like you said, going back and watching, an old Impact
Well,
pay-per-view. And just seeing how many
yeah,
guys were there that you are now in
And let's make
AEW
it so
or,
random.
or WWE.
Let's make it so random that, like, let's not throw WrestleManias in there yet. Let's start doing some of these other, because everybody, if you're a wrestling fan, you know what happens at WrestleMania.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we still do them, but just not, you know what I'm saying? Let's get the unique ones, like he said, Breakdown. Like, that was a one-off pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Invasion, you know, one-off pay-per-view.
And I think we should also add, if there's anybody out there commenting,
Very
if you
good, Kyle.
if you want us to do a review, you pick the pay-per-view and we'll do it immediately.
No matter what pay-per-view it is.
Yeah, well, definitely. This like this one, this one was requested, so you know.
You're going to kill me, I know.
No.
Yeah, and like I said, what other one do you have I can find? You know, wherever. If I can find a full online somewhere, I can find a full length Ring of Honor pay-per-view.
Dude, I'm down.
You know, we'll watch
An
it.
old one with CM Punk and Samoa Joe and
Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens, Sami
Seth Rollins.
Zayn.
I would
Sami
love to
Zayn.
watch those because I've never seen them.
I've never seen them,
You
dude.
know,
That's why I'm.
Those guys were all over there. You know.
Hell, we can do a New Japan pay-per-view.
Really?
We might not understand anything they're saying, but we can still watch it.
Right.
All we know is that's some damn good wrestling over in New
So-
Japan.
So yes, keep an eye out for future 321 Screw retro review specials.
And before we sign off, make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Ring the bell.
Give a
And give us
thumbs
a
up.
thumbs up.
And share. Share with your friends.
Friends, family.
Your grandma.
Look
Your
up.
neighbors.
Look at the bottom of the page. Give us some,
Input.
some input, some help to our other sites. We got our own pages. Sweet Teas Creation.
Yeah, you
Teas
find it.
Creations.
Captain Bill, this 321 Screw page.
Sketchy Business
Captain Bill.
Tattoo.
Yeah.
Where we got these beauties.
Yep.
Yep. 321 screw.
And some other shout outs to some other local businesses I want to say is Chronic, my buddy Brian. He's got a shop in Cocoa, near Cocoa Village. He's got a brand new one that he just opened up in Rockledge. And he's working on a third location right here in Titusville, which once that opens, we'll be going and doing a little walkthrough, give a little review,
And if I can just shout
like
out.
we did for Pop Vapor Toys in up there in Daytona, old Steven Anderson's
That
shop,
would be
which
cool.
you need to go check them out too.
So,
He's got some cool shit in there,
so I just wanna shout out to
stuff like that.
to another business. So big shout out to Maxwell Woods, good friend of mine. He is a part of the team that is developing WWE 2K22.
Ah.
So he told me, dude, you just gotta rep it in the show. So here you go, Max. That's your shout out, brother.
Absolutely.
You know, and I'll pause frame it when I beat the game and I see the credits, bro. I'll take a picture of it to show you.
Woo!
I saw it. Kyle too.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Woo! 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 I'm good.
All right.
Oh! The greatest player in the game.
Oh, yeah.
You know what that was? Bill's like, I want to be a part of this.
Looks fun.
You okay?
Woo! I wish Joey was in the middle sometimes.
We can put him in the middle next time.
I No.
We should do that.
I ain't doing that.
We should do that. Just
Thank
do a
you
little piece.
for tuning
Round
in.
2? Is that what you want?
A little piece of the action.
Thank you for tuning in to this crazy show. I don't know why you watch this. We were
Yeah,
talking
man.
in this here. Thank you for
yeah.
watching the
We
retro
watch it
review.
because
You guys like the concept? I did.
I love the concept. I love watching old stuff.
do you like my picture?
What is it?
Oh,
I
it's
drew
scaring
it
people.
just for you.
It's scaring people.
Just for you.
What does it say?
Not you. For you.
What does it say?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you right here next time on the
3,
2
1
Screw.
And don't forget to check out Star Spangled Banner, 4th
Spangled
ARW,
Slammer.
Star Spangled Slammer
Bye.
on July 9th in Melbourne, Florida. Tickets are still available but limited. Go check them out. Peace.